Hi, I'm Izzy, and this is Dizzy Quilts and Sews. In today's video, we are going to unbox box number 13 from Beyond the Pink Door. All right, so similar to what I've done the last couple of months, I'm going to open my box and then I'm going to, through the magic powers of editing, show you the garment I decided to make with the fabric. Now, I'm going to be completely honest. Today is March 14th. So the box took a little over 3 weeks to get here. I've seen everyone's unboxing videos, so there aren't going to be any big surprises in this box for me. But I still wanted to record the opening and then shoot over to the final make. So I have been thinking about what I might want to make with this month's fabric. So anywho, let's get started. And you can tell my box has been sitting somewhere for a while because it's pretty banged up, unfortunately, which is annoying me. Like, come on, Canada Post. All right. Woohoo. So box number 13. And on the back is a Irish potato cakes recipe. My mom used to make them when I was small, or something similar to this. So I'm definitely going to try the recipe. So this month's box contains 2.5 meters of a viscose fabric, which is 90% viscose, 10% lurex. And there was only one color available this month. So there you go. Beautiful packaging, as always. Oh my goodness. All right, let's dig in. So our postcard, so this is box number 13, and this is the fabric we're getting. I will, yeah, an Irish expression said with as much sarcasm as one can muster up, meaning I won't. Scrappy. How cute is that? All right, that's going to go up on my wall. A bag of tea. Nice. And the goodies this month are potato, cheese and onion potato crisps, or as we call them here, chips. I'm not going to eat those tonight, but it'll be a nice snack for tomorrow. I was really excited about this one. Really excited about this one. Oh, look how beautiful this is. And it seems to be different designs in some of the boxes. This is an Irish illustrator, Susan Meany, who lives on the dividing line between Galway and the Burren with her family dogs and bees. Look how beautiful. Gorgeous fairy. Now, I have quite the collection of magnets on my fridge because whenever I or someone from the family travels to a place we've never been before, we buy a magnet for the fridge. So I don't know if that's going to go up on the fridge or stay down here in my sewing room. Oh, I have a magnetic whiteboard in my little office where I work all day. So maybe that's where it's going to go. Yeah, maybe I'll take this upstairs with me. All right. Yes, safety pins. The gold kind in a cute little container. Can never have enough of these. Green thread. It is March after all. And the fabric. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What is happening here? There we go. Look at this. So I purchased some navy fabric like this from Andrea right before the holidays. And if you've been around my channel for a while, you might remember I made a Montrose top with my navy one for a birthday party I was going to in December. And oh, this is so nice. The only thing, and a few people have mentioned that, the little gold lurex really bugged me because I had a facing on the top and it was rubbing in the back of my neck all evening. But Andrea, was it Andrea? Somebody shared a trick to pull these off with tweezers. So if I end up making something that requires a facing or bias tape binding or something like that, I'm just gonna pluck the little lurex bits out of the fabric. Now, some might say this looks a little bit like Christmas fabric, but I don't think so. I don't think so. And I think I'm gonna make myself either a faux jumpsuit or a real jumpsuit for this summer with this. Something with short sleeves and a skirt or shorts. I have a bunch of family parties in the summer, like myself, my two siblings, my mom. We're all summer babies, so we always have a lot of family parties and family get-togethers. So this would be fabulous for one of those. So I'm going to search through my pattern stash and see if anything can be turned into like a set. I think I have enough of 2.5 meters if I use something with short sleeves or no sleeves and a skirt or shorts that aren't too wide. Or yeah, I hope so, because I don't want to dress, but I think a faux jumpsuit would look really nice. So there's the fabric. I will, even though this is going to be probably a summer outfit, I will take care of making it now because I have been in a spring, summer kind of mood with the time change. So we sprang forward last weekend or the weekend just passed. And whenever we do that, it just immediately puts me in spring mode. And I just want to make all of the nice, colorful, lightweight things. So I'm done sewing for winter. It's time for spring, summer sewing. So I will be back probably in a couple of weeks, however, because I'm off to Florida, as most of you know. And I don't know that I'm going to have time to make this in March. But I'll be back at some point with the finished garment. See you soon. And I'm back. So it is much later. A few weeks actually. Today is April, oh my goodness, April 8th. I'm filming this on April 8th. You're seeing it on the 11th. And it took a while because I had no idea what I was going to make. In the end, I decided to go with the Aria shirt by Love Notions, or I should say the Aria tunic. So before cutting into this very precious fabric, I did make a wearable muslin. And if you follow my channel, you would have seen that during one of the Friday Sews episodes. I made my wearable muslin out of a seersucker I got in another Think Pink box from last year, and the fit was okay. It was a little bit big. That shirt was a 2X top to bottom with the full bust, and I thought it was a little bit big in the shoulders. There was a lot of room everywhere, like around the waist and the hips, and so I decided to go down a size and basically go back to the XL that I usually make in Love Notions patterns. All of my Rhapsody blouses are XLs. Basically everything I've made in a woven fabric is an XL in Love Notions. So I went with, you know, my high bust measurement and just let it go XL top to bottom and not grayed out or anything. I made 0 adjustments to my tunic. All right, so let's start at the beginning and talk a little bit about how this fabric feels. And it is really good. It's nice and flowy, but not difficult to sew at all. It was a little bit challenging to cut because my table, as you can see, is not super wide. So it's a lot easier to cut on the fold. But cutting on the fold in this slinky, fluid fabric meant, you know, it was a little difficult to align things and make sure everything was on grain and things. But I got through it. And it, like I said, it sewed up beautifully. It presses really, really well, which is great because there's a lot of pressing in this pattern. The little lurex pieces I thought were going to really bug me in the back of the collar. And then when my arms are down, you know, and rubbing on the fabric, but it's really not bugging me too much or at all, really. I mean, it's really comfortable. It's nice and airy to wear. So yes, I'm happy with my choice in terms of pattern for this fabric. And yeah, I'm kind of liking my new tunic. All right, so let's talk about the pattern real quick. So the Aria shirt has 3 different views. So you have the shirt length, tunic length, which has side slits to allow for movement. And it also has a dress view or length. You can do the dress with an elastic casing at the waist or just make a fabric belt to cinch you in. The sleeves, so you can make a short sleeve with a cuff. I decided to just hem mine because I want to be able to wear a cardigan on top. I thought the cuffs would kind of interfere with that, so I just left the cuffs off. And you can make the long sleeves that are complete with placket and cuffs. What else can I say? The collar. So there are 2 different collars. So this one here, which is your regular collar, except that it's a 1-piece pattern piece, if you will. So the stand and the collar are all together in 1 piece, making it a little easier to sew. The other view is just the banded collar, or I think you call those mandarin collars. So as you can see, I went with the standard collar. And that's pretty much all there is to say about this pattern. It comes in the Love Notions regular sizes, and that's from an XS to a 5X, which accommodate a full bust up to 57.5 inches and hips up to 59.5 inches. Like I said, I made the XL and I used the full bust front. So you can do a standard bust if your high bust and full bust difference is less than 4 inches. And if it's more than 4 inches, you can use the full bust front, which worked out perfectly for me. The fabrics, so the pattern recommends woven fabrics with a bit of body. So chambray, shirting, quilting cotton even, poplin, and lawn. So viscose is not in the list. And as a tunic, I think a more structured fabrics would make it look very, I don't know, not the look I was going for, basically. I like that this is nice and flowy. And I'll even be able to wear it open with a cami underneath, kind of like as a duster. Yeah, I think the fabric choice was really, really good for the tunic. The seersucker I used for the shirt was more structured, and I think the shirt looks really good. So You also need 8 half-inch buttons if you're going to be making the tunic. And I went with these super cute yellow buttons. I found them on Amazon. I actually bought a huge box and in all of the colors of the rainbow, basically. So I'm going to have buttons for a while. In terms of the pattern instructions, just like all Love Notions patterns, they were really, really good. There's even a video on their YouTube channel for the burrito method, because you use the burrito method for the yoke and the shoulder seams, making it all nicely finished on the inside. I basically ran into no difficulties whatsoever. This was not my first time making a button-up top, however. I would recommend this for a beginner, absolutely, because Love Notions does have an online class for this pattern. So if you need a little extra hand-holding, you can sign up for the class. You get the pattern for free when you do that, and they'll walk you through each step of the construction. But if you don't want to take the class, if you're an advanced beginner, you can definitely make this. So my final verdict is I like my new Aria tunic. I am not going to give it a 10 out of 10 for one reason and one reason only. I don't like that you can see the wrong side of my fabric up here. So although I love the fabric, so the viscose in this pattern, next time I'm going to make it with a viscose where the wrong side isn't so different from the right side, because that does bug me a little bit. And even if I button it all the way up, you can still see peaks of it here because it flops over. In all of the tester pictures, I thought I'd done something wrong, to be honest, because I looked at all of the tester pictures and it looked as though everybody had done theirs in a very structured fabric, and they all had theirs buttoned up pretty high, and the collar was standing up like this, so I couldn't tell whether or not you could see the wrong side of their fabric. I don't think I went through all of the pattern instructions again. I don't think I went wrong anywhere. This is just how it is. So if you're going to create an Aria shirt or tunic or dress for that matter, if that's going to bug you, then make sure that you pick a fabric where the wrong side is not a whole lot different from your right side. All right, and that's pretty much it. Like I said, I'm pleased with this. The Aria shirt is now going to go into some of my favorite patterns. I now have 3 button-up shirt patterns that I can make. I have the Harrison from Cashmerette that has princess seams and a regular collar, like a 2-piece collar. I have the dolman, the Melody dolman, that has a grown-on sleeve and a camp collar with bust darts. And now I have the Aria with a standard collar, but all in one piece, bust darts, and a tunic and dress version. So for button-up shirts, I think I'm now all set in terms of patterns I love and that fit me well. So this was my unboxing and then make of the Think Pink box number 13. At the time of filming, I've not received box 14 yet, but it is on its way. Actually, it's been on its way for a while now. I have watched a bunch of unboxings already. I know it's coming to me. What I don't know is in which colorway, so that will be the surprise. And I've already started planning my make for that box. So that'll be coming to the channel at some point this month. All right, well, that's it. So thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up on your way out and consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks again, and I will see you soon.